we were backfilling the septic tank and he got a little too close to it and it caved it in. So that one cost us a little bit.
So what did you learn from that mistake?
To keep my dad away from anything that he could back into.
Welcome to SC Green TV. My name is Ryan Watkins and I'm your host. Our goal is to provide you with inspiration and education to help you grow your green industry business. Today, we're going to be meeting with a successful landscape contractor in beautiful Spartanburg, South Carolina, called Ground Effects Horticultural Services. The owner, Kevin Owens, is going to be telling us a little bit more about his business. Let's talk to Kevin. So Kevin, what inspired you to start the business originally?
My grandfather had a landscaping company. It was just him and one other fella. So every summer, wake up at 6 o'clock. It was a little intense working for him. He was a lot more particular. And a lot of that stuff that I thought didn't make any sense now does. And I appreciate all the lessons that, I didn't realize that I was getting taught at the time. 2008, a lot of his builders went under. So he kind of retired. I started mowing grass in 2009. All I had was lawnmowers at the time. So anytime we got a landscaping job, he would come and do the grading, which he loved, being able to help me then. And so we kind of teamed up and did that for a while, and then his health, he just couldn't really get out there and stick with us. So we just kind of took it and ran with it.
So you've been in business 15 years. So tell us a little bit about the annual revenue.
Year one, we probably did maybe around 15,000 maybe.
Okay, and this year you're on course to do what?
2.5 million.
That's a lot of growth.
Yeah.
And what is the majority of your business?
We do run a maintenance crew, but predominantly we're installation.
Can you tell us about what types of installs you're doing?
Mainly we do production landscaping for two bigger production home builders.
Okay.
So that consumes the majority of our time.
So what's a typical budget for a production home?
You can be anywhere from 6,000 to upwards of 15 plus. So it just kind of depends on the lot size.
And is it sort of that stereotypical, what we kind of think of as like the builder special?
Yes.
15 shrubs, 2 trees, and a certain amount of sod?
That's it.
Okay. And are you doing irrigation at the same time, or is that a later add-on?
There are some homes that will get irrigation from the start, and then there are some that ask us to come back and put it in afterwards.
How many team members do you have?
Currently we have 15.
So how many homes do you landscape a week?
We may do 5, and then there may be 10 or 15 we do. It just depends on the size, if they're in the same neighborhood, and then how much grading we have to do.
Wow. And what's the typical property value of the homes you're doing?
They can range from anywhere from 300 up to 800,000-900,000.
And how many crews do you run on the install side?
4 crews on the install.
How many in each crew?
Roughly 3 to 5.
And do they have a standard setup?
There are some sharing. Each crew would have the ability to have a full-size skid steer or a mini skid. And then the sod crew, we utilize the turf rollers. We have 2 of those, so we do have the ability to split those up if we need to be laying grass in 2 different parts of the county.
This episode is brought to you by Brownswood Nursery and Landscape, growing quality plants since 1978. Now offering delivery across South Carolina. Visit brownswoodnursery.com and mention SC Green TV for a discount on your first order. So we like to ask for you to share one success and one mistake. Give us one mistake first.
My dad, he works for us, and he predominantly does the grading. And he, all the time, we have skid steers, backup cameras, but for whatever reason, he doesn't really like using those. So we've had to replace air conditioner units when he's backed over those. We've backed into a house and caved the side in. The one that cost us the most was we were backfilling the septic tank and he got a little too close to it and it caved it in. So that one cost us a little bit.
So what did you learn from that mistake?
To keep my dad away from anything that he could back into.
Okay. What else?
Just with the septic tank, making sure that those are marked. That way that we know where they're at once we come in to do the final grades. Trying not pushing the guys to hurry and get things done. Just get it done as quick as possible, but not rushed.
So now please share a success.
I think a big success for us was growing to the ability to be able to hire graduates from SCC and be able to delegate and take a little bit of stress off of my workload.
Tell me about the way that you're laying grass. Tell me about the rolls, and tell me about the machines that you use.
The sod installers, I think we got our first one in 2019. That was a game changer for us. We went from laying pallets of grass to 3 of us could lay a whole yard. I mean, we could lay 2 or 3 tractor trailer loads of sod a day, and
wow,
that was definitely a game changer.
I'm not familiar with the rolls, and maybe some of our viewers aren't either, so tell us what we're talking about. I know pallets of sod,
right,
but I don't know much about rolls of sod.
A mega roll, it depends on the farm you get it from, usually 42 or 48 inch rolls, 360 square foot in a roll.
Okay, so kind of similar to a pallet, okay? And how does it roll off?
There's 2 different style machines. They have a clamp, you know, the sod's rolled on a tube. So there's a clamp version that clamps the tube, or the bar system. Both of our units have the bar system. You just basically lift the bar, slide it through the tube, pull in the sod, and off you go.
What is it called?
It's a KWMI turf installer.
And why was it such a big deal? Was it mainly because you were moving from palletized sod to rolled sod?
Yes.
Plus, I guess you can't use rolled sod without that roller.
Right. But you can use it on a skid steer.
Okay.
You know, they have the attachment for the skid steer for
okay.
those same mega rolls. But this is just a lighter machine. So if the ground's damp, there's not as much
rutting and tearing it up.
As a skid steer. So.
Okay, so that was a big deal.
Yeah.
This episode is brought to you by the Horticulture program at Spartanburg Community College. Enroll today to grow your career in the green industry. Dream it, chase it, live it at Spartanburg Community College. So Kevin, why are you a member of SC Green?
To be able to collaborate and network, and they put on an awesome trade show for us to go down and get continuing education credits, network with some of our fellow landscapers and then some of our suppliers, and then meet new ones.
So can you share something that was impactful for you or for the business from the SC Green trade show?
My wife and I sat through, it was your course on sketching the little design there.
Okay.
So that was pretty interesting, because you don't think about, you know, the people that we meet on a daily basis that want different things. They may go to Pinterest and stuff like that, but they don't visualize, they can't visualize, you know, like we can. So just doing a quick little sketch, and, you know, like you said, that 5 minutes could, you know, land you $4,000. I would encourage people to join the SC Green, just because it, you know, as the association grows, that's more that it can provide to the members and attract even more.
For more episodes of SC Green TV, please visit scgreen.org. And until then, keep cultivating excellence in the green industry, and remember, stay SC Green. Are you feeling loose? Ashley, what are we doing? Thank you, Associate Producer Ashley. Ashley? Yep. A cheeseburger, waffle, and hash brown, smothered, covered, and peppered. That was my choice today.